Thanks, Daddy. Mr. Daps. Thank you, Mr. Daps. Thanks, man.
Good morning, buddy pals. It is Monday here in Miami. Well, technically Miami Parks, I think is what it's called.
Miami Lakes.
Lakes, that's what it is. Anyway, it's Monday, Miami Lakes, and we are on the hunt for the world's best Cuban sandwich.
And from what the internet says, we may have found the best one in Miami.
The internet knows everything. So we're going to go to what we think might be possibly the best Cuban sandwich restaurant in Miami. It's about a half an hour away. And what's it called, Katie? I forgot.
Sanguich.
There we go. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to give it a try. We're going to tell you how it is. And we don't know what else we're going to do today. Maybe we'll see a lighthouse. Who knows?
Maybe. We're kind of on an adventure. Obviously, we got a little bit of a later start today. You were working. I was sleeping and recovering. Yeah. We're on an adventure, but also we are not going to do anything crazy.
There we go. All right, let's go find a sandwich. And we've made it into downtown Miami. I've only flown through Miami. Well, I've been a little bit here, but not a lot. So it's kind of interesting to see. And I see a bridge going up right there. That's kind of cool.
And I've never been anywhere near Miami.
There you go.
So
yeah, it's like a drawbridge. It'll be off to the right. Very fascinating. Let's go explore Miami. Find our Cuban sandwich. We've arrived where supposedly the best Cuban sandwich in Miami is at. Here we go. There's a line. Has to be good, huh? It's very fun to watch these come to life. Katie, what do we got?
pan con bistec, which is like it's the bread. It's the sous vide steak. This is fried potatoes.
That looks really good.
I'm super stoked on this.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a croquette papada. I just totally fumbled that. Anyway, you've got the ham, you've got the pork, you've got the pickles. It's really close to a Cuban, but there was something missing to the Cuban.
Turkey, I think. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think that's what it is. They look delicious, though. One more look here. One more look here. Bon appetit. That was a delicious meal. It was cheesy. It was meaty. The pickles were just right. The bread was fantastic. It was crisp, or nice and toasted, I guess is a good word. It looked like they were using lard on the outside, which was amazing. Like this,
that just makes like a crisp and like a crust that you can't replicate otherwise.
It was absolutely amazing. I would do this every time I'm in Miami.
Yeah.
If I had a card, the ability to get here, or if they, I don't know. I don't think it'd be as good if you had it.
I don't think it's
delivered. Definitely try to be inside. Yeah. Like that was a really great experience. Although there is the walk-up window at several of their locations, it looks like.
But go inside, watch, talk to the people. Like it is such a fun.
It's a very unique and fun experience. Totally worth it.
Yeah.
And we don't know what our next experience today is going to be. It might involve coffee.
I'd love a nap.
So it's going to involve coffee. We'll see. But this has been a blast. Definitely do this if you're in Miami. And I look forward to doing it again. And off we go into Miami. We're going to check out Little Havana. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
And see what there is to see. Maybe we'll be here a while. Maybe we won't. Who knows? But we're getting some interesting artwork as we drive along. And T-Mobile. Can't go wrong with T-Mobile.
Whoa!
We are not sponsored by T-Mobile.
Well, we personally are sponsored by T-Mobile.
We use T-Mobile.
We use T-Mobile, yes.
They do not sponsor
We are
us.
powered by T-Mobile.
Yes, that's a better word.
Off we go.
So apparently this is Little Havana.
This is when you type into Apple Maps Little Havana.
I think we're missing something.
I feel like we maybe should find, like, something? I don't know.
Something cool, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't actually know. Like, this is not what I was expecting. Because I heard there was, like, places to go shopping and walk around that were traditional, whatever, in the area. But this clearly is not it. So we're going to keep looking, or maybe go somewhere else, or who knows.
We have no idea.
We'll figure it out. And we found a cool building. Who knows exactly what it is. Turns out we did just drive through Little Havana. There were a bunch of little shops and stuff that we did go past. But,
when we were at Sanguich.
yeah, just right past that.
Yeah.
And, so we're going to explore further and maybe go check out a lighthouse.
Yeah.
Because that sounded like that could be fun.
We're gonna go see where the road takes us.
Exactly. So we are now heading out to this lighthouse somewhere, and we're going over, I think Biscayne Bay is what it's called, and this is some of the best views we've had since we got to Miami, because we've been in the city the whole time, and now we're actually getting to see the ocean and the bay, and I think I see 3 cruise ships, maybe 4. It's 4 over there. One of them being quite fancy. And we're about to go over a really big bridge, tall bridge, that I'm assuming the cruise ships go under, maybe? I don't know. But it looks really cool. I don't know that I'd want to go over it on a really windy day, though. It reminds me of Japan. Going up the really tall bridges on windy days are a little bit exciting. Yeah, I think that is a ship there. It looked like a building for a minute, but it looks like a ship as we're looking closer. And we go up, 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 up. The water's got a really nice color, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm betting we're going to get a really good view as we come over the top of the bridge here. Or decent view. Decent view. And there's the Rusty Pelican. Everybody knows that. Some lovely beaches on the right.
Funny enough, I think there's also a Rusty Pelican in Newport Beach.
Oh, really? It looks like the Wonders of Life.
I was just about to say, where's Buzzy?
Maybe that's where Buzzy is. He's like, I'm done with Disney. I'm going to Miami.
Give him back to me.
That has to be it. That's the answer. It's really impressive. We were just by the ocean a minute ago, and now it feels like we're driving through the middle of a jungle that's going to end up at the ocean again, because we know we're headed towards a lighthouse.
It's kind of crazy, actually.
And at points, as I think we're going to see again up in a moment, we've had the trees literally kind of enveloping the road, like over the top of the road.
Yeah.
And it does feel like almost like you're in a different country, just because this is not what we have in California, really. It's you don't see this type of jungles many. I think it's a jungle. Is that what you call it?
It kind of feels like it were like a rainforest or like
rainforest. Yeah, you just don't feel this type of forestation in other parts of the United States. So it's really cool to drive through. And there's parking lots. Parking lot 4. Look at this. Like, it's almost like driving through a tunnel. But more fun.
Of trees.
Of trees. We apparently have arrived at Bill Baggs Cape, Florida State Park, where there's a lighthouse. I like lighthouses. And it's also part of the Great Florida Birding Trail, it turns out. There we go. And, yeah, so we're going to go check this out and see what there is to see and see if we see some birds and who knows? Well, obviously a lighthouse as well, but it's going to be fun. We're now at the state park. We haven't found the lighthouse yet, but there's people fishing, there's people riding these four-wheeled bike. What do you call those?
Like a Surrey.
Like a Surrey, yes. And there's this beautiful view of the bay, of just everything. Like, this is really a pretty place. And it's very quiet, which is lovely. The air is very fresh.
Yeah.
It's very cool. And there's a lizard right there that just walked into the bush. What do you see?
I was saying that looks like that's downtown.
Yeah, I think over there might be downtown Miami. I think you're right. We're going to walk around, explore a little bit, see what we see, show you what we see. Found a map up here, I think. Maybe it'll tell you what we're seeing.
Maybe.
Let's go take a look, huh? For distant viewing. Calvert Club. Oh, actually, I was just telling Katie about this. I've seen this on Aerial America, and Crawfish Eddie Walker had a bait shop in Biscayne Bay, and I think they were also like hangouts where they might have done some maybe not so legal activities as well that they're not putting here. But apparently these are the last 7 of 30 that were in the Biscayne National Park in Biscayne Bay, and they're out there past that boat. Might be kind of hard to see with the sun. Cool. Beautiful day. It is very hot though. So we're just looking at the maps, digging through, trying to figure out where this lighthouse might be. We were sitting right there. Katie was standing facing me as I was sitting on this bench to the right. And then she looked up and she said, you know, we could look on the maps. We could ask for directions. Or we could just look right there. That's it. Right there. We're going to go check it out. We're wandering around the outside of the point here, and we're getting a few raindrops, which is kind of fun. We are not prepared at all for rain. In fact, you might be able to hear it now. Because I can hear it hitting the leaves off to my left, which is kind of cool. There's a few people fishing. The rain definitely is coming down. I'm going to hide the camera under my shirt, because I just don't know how well it does in the rain. Now you can hear it. There we go. How exciting. Turning this off. So a sign over there says the Lighthouse, which we have found now over here, is currently closed for renovations. So this is your view of the lighthouse, unless we go around the other side and there turns out to be a better view. But it looks like this is pretty much what we're going to see, which it is really pretty. There's a lighthouse. It's hard to resist a good lighthouse. We're now walking back to the car through this road through the jungle that we saw a truck go through, so we figured it must be okay. The beach is over there. We've definitely seen quite a few lizards and a couple birds. Not as many birds, though, for this being the, what was it, the National Bird Trail or something? So we're still looking for birds. We'll see. But mainly just lizards. That's the main thing we've seen. We did get that downpour, which was an adventure. I'm glad it didn't go, there's a bird.
It was very sudden, and it stopped just as fast as it happened.
And we might have heard thunder in the distance, so we are walking back and going to stay closer to the car moving forward just so we don't get any completely unexpected surprises, and we don't find out if the Pocket 3 is or isn't waterproof.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a fun way to find out.
Exactly, not at all. But this is an absolutely lovely state park, and it proves my theory that state parks really are the gems of the United States.
Sure.
Sometimes more so than oh, there's a little lizard, than the national parks. Just because you get to be a little closer to things, they're a little bit more rustic, not as many people are often there, and you get some really cool views and experiences.
Today's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And in the sun, yeah, it's a little warm. The sun's a little harsh.
It bakes you a little bit, yeah.
It's a very stunning day.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great day to go on an adventure.
And a hike.
Hike.
After standing and sitting at a stadium seating last night that was bouncing all over the place. But,
yeah, it's actually loosening up my body a little bit because my body is definitely sore.
And the fresh air is really nice too.
Yeah, the air is very nice.
We
very
spent
clear.
most of the day in a car or in a stadium yesterday, so this is a pleasant change.
It's nice to not be shoulder to shoulder with other people. We don't know. So.
Yeah, and it's nice to not be in the city. Like, we've basically been in one form of a city or another for the last however many days.
True.
So this is a good change. But we're gonna head back to the car, see if there's another way to see the lighthouse, and we'll see what happens. Back to where we started. Oh my gosh, look at that one. We're gonna watch this. Look at that lizard. He's going up the palm tree right now. And he just went on the backside. Did you see him?
Oh.
He's on this one right here.
I'm looking.
He's probably already almost up there. He's in our video. He's probably almost to the tree now. Into the bushes. Yep, he's up there. Oh, there he is. There's our friend. Do you see him?
Oh, whoa.
Very, very cool. It's a lovely walk out to the beach. And then you look over to the right here, and we have found the lighthouse. Isn't it lovely? Very cool. And as we reach the base of the lighthouse, it has started raining once again. Apparently that's just a thing here. But it's absolutely beautiful out here. Lovely day. The rain actually feels really good with the heat of the sun in contrast, but definitely worth the adventure and the hike out here. And fairly easy to get to. We've had a lovely time taking pictures of the beach, of the lighthouse. Now I think it's time to head back and get some rest, find some food, maybe get some ice cream, all of that fun stuff. You ready to go, Katie?
I have to fill you all in on what you just missed.
What did we just miss?
Because Daps was a little bit too far away.
What was I too far away?
I was all the way down here.
Uh-huh.
I heard big scurrying
Yeah.
out of the right.
Scurrying.
Scurries right in front of me is one of those really big lizards, like those
Nice.
ones we just saw.
Yeah.
Climbing the palm tree.
Very cool.
So already terrified because of
Uh-huh.
the big lizard. And then I heard more rustling,
Mhm.
and I was like, "What is it running from?" See, now I'm scared. I was like, "What is it running from?"
Mhm.
Because it was running fast, and then there was wrestling, and chasing it was a really fat raccoon,
Nice.
and they went that way.
The left?
Yeah.
So maybe over there's a raccoon and a lizard somewhere. Wow, that's exciting. These trees are really beautiful
It
too.
was terrifying. I immediately started backtracking, and then I was like, "Oh, you're not anywhere close to me.
Oops.
You didn't see it."
I did not. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
I would have been all about that. I've been trying to get a picture probably. Well, they do warn you as you're coming in that there are lots of critters here.
Yeah.
So I guess that is true.
I was maybe 5 feet. Like, if that. I would
That's-
probably say closer to 3 or 4 feet.
Well, it's a good thing they were after each other.
Yeah, because I'm terrified of raccoons, and I'm also terrified of lizards.
Creatures in general. And this is just beautiful. Look
It
at
really
this.
is.
What a great place to come for a picnic or something. All right, we're going to head back after this view. So there's no way you can see it, but we have corroborated Katie's story. The raccoon is right behind that bench, and it's going up into the trees, actually right there.
And if I had to make a guess, what happened was that the lizard went straight up into the tree, and now the raccoon's like, "Well, dang
Well, I didn't
it."
want to chase it up the tree. But yeah, there's definitely nature at this nature preserve. Well, it's
there's
state park.
Gonna be nature on this nature tour.
Very cool. Very beautiful. Let's get out of here, huh? No sooner had we gotten in the car
Literally.
than the rain, which you might be able to hear, has returned. This is very fun. I'm becoming more and more of a fan of Miami by the minute because there's so much adventure to be had here.
It's really fun.
It is very fun. I wonder if I can do this. Oh, I can. There you go. Rain. And we're making our way back into Miami, which honestly is only a couple of miles, but it takes longer just because it's like 30 miles per hour all the way. And we're about to head over the bridge, which takes us right back into Miami, and then we go to Miami Lakes, which is where we're staying. And it is a beautiful late afternoon. And there's a bridge, there's Miami. There's Miami, yep, there it is. And you can see why people like to be here. This is why we're here. And I'm betting there's a beautiful sunset later, but we're just dragging a little bit, so probably not gonna see that from anywhere quite like this, but that's okay. There's always other trips and other visits, and I think we're going to get a really good view of Miami in just a second as we go over the crest of the bridge again. And here we are, almost. I will say it is crazy to me thinking of riding out a hurricane here when I look at how close the water is to everything. Don't you agree, Katie?
Yeah, that actually, I've had that thought multiple times, like just now when we were in that state park, and I was like, this
so
is...
easy to flood.
Yeah.
Or right here where we're just about to drive, like the water's only a couple feet lower than the road, and it's crazy to think of what could happen here. So you just worry about people a little bit, but it's beautiful. It's a lovely day. It's a lovely place, and this car's a lot of fun to drive too.
It's true.
Good morning once again from the Charger. We are going on our last adventure on this trip in Florida. Where are we going, Katie?
We're going to a Bonnet House?
Yes, and garden.
Yes, Bonnet House Museum and Gardens.
There we go.
Whew, a lot of words. It's like a museum. It's going to be in Fort Lauderdale. It's closer to the airport, which is where we are flying out of.
It's like a 100-year-old house. It has a lot of history to it, a lot of interesting artwork, architecture, gardens. I think there's like multiple different environments they have in the gardens from my really brief Google.
Yeah.
Which that sounds really cool, including one of them being the Atlantic coast, which makes sense since that's right here. And it's about an hour away, so we're going to drive on over there. We're going to check it out. It's pretty close to the airport, so then we'll just hop on over there, drop off the car, and head back to California for a very late evening, especially by East Coast standards, because I think we get in at 11-something West Coast time, which will be, what, 2:30?
No, we fly in at it's going to be about 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
When we get back to California.
It'll be exciting. But yeah, it'll be a late night. It'll be a long day. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm excited to see this house. So let's go check it out, huh?
And just as we finished that, it started raining.
I love it.
So...
and it was pouring this morning. We actually were wondering if we need to wear our raincoats because there was multiple times this morning where it just was torrential downpours. And that would be fun, if not hilarious, I think.
So we both have packed our rain jackets in our personal items.
We're keeping them close.
We're keeping them very close. So
Now you see it stopped again.
Yep. But
this is so fun.
I just wanted to capture that it was raining, and all of this is weird. So off we go.
God bless Florida. And there's the airport where we'll be returning later this afternoon, I believe.
Yeah.
Hard to believe it's over.
Don't say that.
Sorry. We'll have a plane landed over us right now, because when we were driving down the other day, it did that. It was super awesome.
Yeah.
You might be able to see it better now, or in a segment.
The piece of Katie lore is that I get just sad at the end of vacations. I don't know why. It's just a thing that I do. And so if you hear me griping, that's what it is. I'm just sad. It's not that I don't want to go home. I miss my dog. I miss my cat. But, I don't know. Ooh, a semi-truck.
That's exciting. Blocking the airport. Well, there's an airplane. Or 2 or 3.
Yay, F5. Yeah.
But none landing over us. So the other day, right here is where it landed over us. It was really cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah. And we've arrived at the Bonnet House Museum and Gardens. This looks very fun. It really is like going off into another time and world for people. And off-road also. Interesting. Charger likes it.
Of course it does.
It loves driving off-road, I think. I think what we're going to do is turn around and park over there.
Okay.
So we started the tour of the grounds at the boathouse, and it's high tide, so there's water everywhere, and it's very cool.
One of the best days because it's so nice and there's not like the hot heat coming down and beating on us. So it's a really good day to walk around. It's nice and hot. Once that video is finished, you could just walk back out the way you came and enter through that way. All right.
So we just watched a video about the history of the house and the family and what it was like to live here. And my big takeaway is Frederick Bartlett's last wife. He met in Massachusetts.
Lizard.
There is a lizard right there. It's a good-sized one. But that's also, if you watch The West Wing, where I believe President Bartlett is from.
We've seen a lot of Bartletts on this trip. Funny
It
enough.
makes me wonder if there's some sort of a connection between The West Wing and this house. If maybe not directly, but with the Bartlett's family that's connected to this house and is made. Which, I will say, it's this beautiful oasis in the middle of the city.
It really is.
So we're going to go check out the house now. It's right there. That's where we're going.
That is in the middle over there, okay?
It's raining. So this was a completely charming and beautiful stop.
Yeah.
And it really was fascinating because the whole house was really a canvas for the art
It's true.
of the family. Whether it was music, whether it was painting, whether it was, you name it, there was different types of art, shells found throughout. We're probably going to show a bunch of pictures from inside just so you can see it's a living museum because it really was a lifetime of artwork that was created and collected and put here, which really is cool. And the house itself was as one docent told us, literally just made of cement bricks.
Yeah.
And
it was all painted upon.
yeah, and
It's gorgeous.
awesome place to visit. Great stop before the airport. I would totally come back here and
Absolutely.
read up more on it first, just because of the history, not only of this family, but also of how it fits into the bigger Fort Lauderdale area. Because when it was started, there was nothing here.
Yeah.
Like literally, one of the first people here was Birch, who bought the land and developed this location first, and before giving it as a wedding gift. And now you're right in the middle of Fort Lauderdale, and it'd be very fascinating to see how that developed and how everything built up. But we don't have time for that right now. We need to get some food. We need to drop off our bags, drop off the car, and head to the airport. But definitely check out Bonnet House.
Absolutely.
Very
if you
cool.
are anywhere near here and you have time to spare, I would say give yourself like at least 90 minutes to 2 hours to really experience it.
Yep.
And if you have even more time, that's even better.
Yeah, if you like art, if you like history, if you like architecture, you're going to love this. We just stopped at Publix for our first time, got some sandwiches that we can eat later on the plane because I don't know that we're actually going to have time for dinner. And now we are making our way to the airport to, I think it was Ace Rentals or something.
Yeah.
To
Give this car back.
say goodbye to the car, look at the reindeer, and wing our way actually to Charlotte first. So you might get a brief look at Charlotte. We'll see how fast we're running, and then back to California.
So our layover is about... We land in Charlotte at 7:23.
Mm-hmm.
Our flight, if it'll show me, is at 8:55 out of Charlotte.
We're good. We got like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
We're no problem. It's like, yeah.
Well, an hour when you consider boarding. So
But we'll have time to wander through the airport, see how interesting it is. Because look over there. That's pretty. The water. And the boats over there. Like, this is crazy. There are some massive boats here, by the way.
There is.
Yachts, I should call them.
yeah.
Borderline small ships, and they have them in these little canals, so I can only imagine, like, you have to be pro to get them in and out, but that's okay. All right, off to the airport. And we're making our way through Fort Lauderdale to the airport. And we have returned to the airport, and just like when we picked up this car, it's raining.
It's not raining as hard as it was when we picked up this car.
It's a nice, lovely sprinkle. But this airport's fun because you take off generally right out over the water. And the first time I went to Haiti, this is where we flew out of. And it's kind of a weird circle of events to come back to.
There was also things in the Bonnet House that were inspired by Haiti.
Yeah. There's
And
a couple paintings
Yeah.
in particular they mentioned. Now it's raining a little harder. And they reminded me of paintings I have and have seen in Haiti. So
Yeah.
that was kind of cool as well. Welcome to Fort Lauderdale International Airport.
This is Fort Lauderdale.
Enjoy your flight.
This is why we're here.
It is. There goes a plane off behind us, I can hear. Looks like we're doing a big move or something. Oh, there's the port also. That's kind of cool.
That is fun. Does not look like there are any Disney ships in right now.
Guess they're all out in the ocean.
I guess that makes sense.
I guess they're allowed to be out where they belong. So we're at the airport. We're at the Today gift shop. And there's shop our unique regional treats. And we found lots of regional treats. Like
Get milk chocolate alligators.
milk chocolate alligators.
Or
Gummy bears.
they're just gummy bears. But they're
There's
fun.
also rum cake in different types. Caribbean rum cake. There's also, for those of you that really think the palm tree is about Florida, you can take home your own palm tree unless you live in Arizona, Louisiana, or what was the third one?
Hawaii.
Or Hawaii. Then as you move around, there's taffy. Right there, taffy. And then there's Oasis. Oasis coconut patties. Never heard of these before, but you know. You get 3 for $27. Is there anything else that's regional? Oh, and then there's magnets and stuff over there. And University of Miami stuff. Fort Lauderdale stuff. Gator sauce. Can't go wrong with gator sauce. Apple smack. And those of you who want to bring a gator home. Your own gator. And turtles. And shot glasses. And cups. And lots of mugs and magnets. I don't know if we have enough. There's not enough options for the last minute in the shop. Those who like charcuterie on a map, they have kitchen utensils, and it looks like perhaps coasters and more magnets. We've seen lots of magnets and more chocolate, because we can't miss all of the amazing chocolate. Oh wait, and gourmet delights of pretzels. Don't miss those. It's time for flight number 1, heading on up to Charlotte. Looks like we're going to have a rainy flight over there. Maybe bumpy because it looks windy too. Are we surprised? That's been the whole trip. I'm not. Anyway, off we go. See you in Charlotte. So Charlotte's a very nice airport. It's got a lot of space. It's got some fun art up there. Looks like
There's trees.
the history of flight. There's trees that look like, yep, they are real trees. There was a piano player a minute ago. He might have stopped. Oh, nope, he's still over there. You can see him on the left as we walk by. See if he plays some more. Maybe not. But there it is. Piano player. We're going to go get our flight, which is not far away. There's tons of food options here, which we brought a sandwich, so we don't need that. But I'm very impressed with Charlotte.
I've never flown into this airport before.
Yeah, I like it. I would do it again.
Also, great food options if you are, like, if you're flying out of here, or if you have a little bit of a longer layover and you just need to grab some food, there is plenty of options, which was kind of limited depending on what terminal you were in.
D. We're going that way.
At Fort Lauderdale. So.
And Dunkin' Donuts. We could get coffee and donuts before the flight.
But do they have a Dunkin' latte?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Oh well. Time for one last flight. And in like 5 hours, we'll be back in California. Back to California. It is way past midnight. It has been a very long day, but an adventurous one. It's hard to believe it started in Miami, then went to Fort Lauderdale, then went to Charlotte, then went to LA, and now back in Orange County.
Yeah.
Whew. That's a day. Hopefully you've enjoyed following along on all the adventures in Florida, and we hope that you'll leave comments on what you like the most, what you'd like to see more of in the future. Also, take a moment to subscribe, and so you don't miss anything. Subscribe to Daps Magic, everything. You don't want to miss anything. Katie, what was your favorite part of the trip?
The favorite? I keep going back to Chefs de France. Funny enough. I mean, obviously Taylor Swift. Like, that just feels like the cop-out answer. That's my automatic answer. I was trying to give you something else.
Okay.
Yeah, Taylor Swift, obviously. But Disney-related Chefs de France. We had a lot of fun.
That's cool. And I liked the Lighthouse, I think, the most. So that was pretty cool. But we are going to get out of here. Thank you for following along on this adventure. Make it a great week and keep kind.